Before we begin, please support the channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Constructive discussion is always welcome, and we invite you to share your views and insights in the comments.
August 12 Market Update and Tech Stock Analysis.
This video presents a direct informational narration of the source document. We'll be covering 5 main areas today. First, the market overview and CPI data. Second, cloud tech analysis. Third, optics tech analysis. Fourth, MSFT and APP technicals. And finally, sector rotation and leverage. Section 1, market overview and CPI data. So, looking at the market overview, the Dow declined while the 3 other indices rose. We saw volume recover slightly compared to previous days. Across the S&P, 8 sectors advanced and 3 declined, with consumer discretionary, basic materials, and communication services lagging behind. Now, checking the July metrics, overall CPI increased by plus 0.1% month over month. Year over year, it came in at 3.4%, which is down from 3.5%. Core CPI rose plus 0.2% month over month, bringing the year-over-year figure to 2.5%, down from 2.6%. Breaking down those components, shelter increased by plus 0.1% month over month, making up 2/3 of the total index increase. Food also rose plus 0.1%, with dining out up plus 0.3%. Energy, however, dropped minus 1.5%. Within core CPI, we saw increases in medical, airfares, communications, education, and recreation, while motor vehicle insurance saw a decrease. Based on this data, there's a 60% probability of holding rates unchanged in September.
Section 2, Cloud Tech Analysis covering CRWV and NBIS.
Looking at the fundamentals, both CRW and NBIS have negative EPS estimated for December 2026 and 2027. Technically speaking, CRW shows a breakout at $97.05 with resistance at $110 and $143, and it's carrying a high volatility risk level. As for NBIS, the breakout is at $231 with resistance at $259 and $267. Support sits at $208, which indicates a 20% plus downside risk. Section 3, Optics Tech Analysis for Light and CoR. Currently, Light has broken its $932 resistance, establishing a right-side trend with support at $829. Looking ahead to June 2027, the estimated upside is $726 at a 40x forward PE. By June 2028, that estimated upside reaches $1,158, again at a 40x forward PE. For COR, the current price is $355, which is noted as potentially overvalued. The June 2027 estimate, based on a 40x PE, is $335. Support levels range between $328 and $366, while resistance sits between $372 and $400. A breakout is needed for $440. Section 4, Technical Repair and Breakdown for MSFT and APP. For MSFT, the technicals point to a daily overbought condition along with a bearish top divergence. This requires one more down day for a MACD crossover repair. Turning to APP, the major overhead supply range from November 2024 to August 2026 was breached at $317. The next major support level is at $252. Now, if that $252 level breaks, the downside risk points to $180, meaning a drop of 30% plus is possible. APP's forward PE is between 20 and 30x. EPS for 2026 is projected from $3.15 to $4.73, and for 2027 from $4.17 to $6.26. A key downside catalyst here is an institutional downgrade questioning the 30% growth rate in 2027. Section 5, Sector Rotation and Market Leverage. Comparing the sectors, semiconductors advanced over 2% with 25 stocks up, but retreated from the 550 to 580 resistance zone. Software showed lagging performance, facing 107 resistance and closing at 103. Looking at institutional leverage, it's dropping from the June and July peaks, settling near March lows across both tech and non-tech sectors. Finally, the S&P 500 is reaching new highs with stable fundamentals, creating potential for hedge funds to re-leverage to improve capital efficiency. The key variables going forward are whether capital will push semis higher or distribute evenly. As for actionable signals, monitor daily volume and key price levels for institutional footprints.